Okay, today I'm going to be making a butterscotch cake on my 1917 Hughes Electric Range.
Let's
get started. Shut up. Let's get started.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, first things first, I'm going to type up this recipe on my 1923 Underwood typewriter. Stop laughing! Wait, I forgot what I'm doing! Okay, let's finish typing this recipe. Where is the B? Okay. Perfect. Okay, I have finished typing this recipe. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to get some of the refrigerated ingredients, such as the butter and the eggs. And I do not have any milk, so I'm going to be using heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream is better in cases like this because it tastes sweeter and it makes for a better, sweeter cake. So let's use this. Okay, now I'm going to preheat my 1917 Hughes Electric Range. Let's wait for these coils to glow in the oven. There they glow. Okay, now I'm going to set out the ingredients on the table. The non-refrigerated ingredients. Okay, now we're going to mix the cake. So we're going to start out with 1 1/2 cups of cake flour. We're going to sift this. It's 1, and I'm using flour, so it's going to go everywhere naturally. Let me just flour myself. You know, I have an apron, and I totally forgot to just put it on. But, you know, I'm going to go get it, actually. Now I have my apron on. After we've added 1 1/2 cups of flour, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now I'm going to guesstimate with this. Okay. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so now we're going to sift this all together twice. We have to sift it twice. It's very important. Sifting this aerates the flour and stuff and just makes the cake work better. Makes it light and airy. Okay, now we're going to soften 1/2 cup of butter. So I'm actually just going to melt the butter on the stove. 1 stick is 1/2 cup of butter. So I'm going to use the hottest burner on this range, which is this one right on the right front. You get the butter out of here. That should start glowing any day now. Okay, now we will melt that butter. I totally missed the trash can with that. Okay, the butter has melted. There it is. Oh, let me not pour this on the floor. Okay, to our melted butter, we're going to add 1 1/2 cups of light brown sugar. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now we're going to mix this butter and brown sugar together. Okay, there's that. Now to this butter and brown sugar, we'll add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, that should suffice. You know what? Let's add a little more. There's that. Okay, we'll stir this again. Okay, what else do we have to do? We need 2 large eggs. So let's go ahead and add 2 large eggs. Okay, I've added the eggs in there. So this is vanilla, eggs, brown sugar, and butter. Here is our flour, baking powder, and salt. And here is our water and heavy cream. 1/4 cup water, 1/4 cup heavy cream in there. Now what we're going to do is add our liquid ingredients into here. And then we're going to slowly add these 2 together after that. Okay. Okay, so the butterscotch and the milk and water are combined. Let's slowly add in our double sifted flour and salt and whatever else is in here. Okay, here is our cake batter. Now we're going to grease and flour a pan and put it in there and bake it in a moderate oven, which is about 350 to 375. Okay, let's pour the cake batter in the cake pan. I'm going to get my spoon so I can scrape this. Where did I put it? God bless America. Okay, now we're going to put the cake in the oven and I will cook it until it is done. While the cake bakes, I'm going to make the frosting for the cake. There's water in this pan. Okay, I'm going to turn on this burner once more. And then I'm going to melt a half a cup of butter, which is equivalent to 1 stick of butter. Okay, now to our melted butter, I'm going to add some vanilla extract. And then I'll add enough brown sugar to thicken it up so it will become frosting. Stir that a little bit. Now we're going to add some brown sugar. Ooh, I hope I have enough brown sugar. Now we'll stir this for a while and let everything combine. I might add some dark brown sugar to that because I'm out of light brown sugar. Okay, while we wait for the cake to finish baking, I'm going to clean my fridge. Where is my stuff? Judging from the smell, I believe the cake is done. Let's go ahead and take it out of the oven. Here it is. Let me turn off the oven. And I'll set it right here. And then we will pour the frosting on top of it. Or actually, we'll take it out of the cake pan and then we'll put the frosting on it. Okay, let me get a plate to put the cake on. I think I used one of these by the Johnson Brothers from the 1890s. I believe this pattern is called Regis or Regis. I forget how you pronounce it. There it is. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the cake onto there. It should come off here rather nicely. Of course, some of it's stuck. We can fix it though. Okay, now I'm going to frost the cake. It's the slightest bit burned, but it shouldn't matter. Here is our butterscotch frosting. Here's my little cake frosting knife. And here is the finished frosted cake. Oops, my bad. Here. Ooh. Is it hot?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What did you say there?
It's pretty good.
I know. Like that. The burn part isn't that great, but like if you take the burn part off to the side, which is just like the top, maybe 1/8 of an inch of cake or less that's burned. It's less than 1/8 of an inch, like a 1/16. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But the main part of the cake is good. Can you quit eating that, bruh?